Alright, what is going on, guys? It's VMP here. Welcome back to another episode of A World of Ice and Fire. Today is hopefully going to be a big one. So, last episode, we finally took advantage of our marshalship, and in, about 2 days in game? Not even? 1 day in game? Marched into the Westerlands and basically demanded that they gave us 2 castles, which they did. Including our first castle, which was Hornvale. Unfortunately, that has been retaken. I only had about 100 troops in the garrison, and then something like 900 Westerland dudes came in, and so yeah, we had to give that one back up. Grey Worm did actually take Deep Den, but then that got retaken as well. However, the proof of concept is still there. We can just march in with a huge-ass army, and they'll just give us castles that don't have large garrisons. Now today I want to lead that army again, this time for a bit of a different goal. But before we get to that, there is the matter of what we're going to do with the Valyrian longsword. So a lot of you guys said that you wanted to see me use it. However, that does go against the spirit of this series, where we only loot our weapons, right? And in all fairness, we kind of paid for this sword. We paid 50k to get it made. So it doesn't seem quite right that we would use it. However, that doesn't mean one of our heroes can't use it. By the way, I recollected them. And I can think of only one that is truly deserving. Shagger would be nice, but he's a two-handed guy, alright? It just wouldn't be right for him to have a one-handed Valyrian steel sword. But, on the other hand, we have someone who has proven themselves worthy time and time again. One of the best armored. One of the few heroes that we have that is actually doing work on the battlefield, and that's Kurliket. So this guy is going to get our Valyrian longsword for the time being. I think he'll do some great things with it. Moving on. Should probably level him up, right? Let me show you these legendary skills that he's going to be using to truly devastate the enemies with our Valyrian steel blade. Oh, 4 power strike. Gods, I was strong back then. Am I right? There we go. That seems about right to me. Anyhow, today I have got a plan to take on King's Landing. Originally, I thought that we were going to do the Red Wedding this episode, because I thought it was day 120, which is around where we're at right now in game. However, I was wrong. From what I saw, it's actually day 150. So we got quite some time, and after how long it took me to go through 2 weeks in game last episode where we were waiting for that ship, I'm not trying to just fast forward through an entire month of in-game. So we're going to go ahead and have another episode before that. And then hopefully by the end of this episode, I have some time to do a little grinding. And then by then, we'll be about ready for the... Shit, hold up. Let me do some math here. I want to keep those guys. Leave these guys and the Robber Knight. 17, right? That's how many our ship can take. What was I saying? Yeah, by the end of this episode, we should be close enough to day 150 that I can do some grinding, and then next episode, we will be able to do the Red Wedding. This episode, however, as you can hopefully tell by the title, we're going to be making a play on King's Landing. And this may just be... Am I injured? No, okay. This may just be my most high IQ play yet, okay? We've done a few high IQ plays before in series, but this one, if this works, I'm ready. All right, so first off, we have to gather the armies because God knows we aren't taking King's Landing with 17 troops. I'm not that high IQ. I'm not. Yeah, no, that's not happening. Let's go do a little scouting. All right, we got Cal Drevo's following us. Good, 260. That's a good start. We need everybody following us though. King's Landing, for whatever reason, it keeps on getting besieged, and then like Dorne runs away, or like the Reach. No, not the Reach. Yeah, it's normally Dorne besieges it and then runs away, and then it takes like 2 weeks in game for the siege to go away, even though Dorne's been gone for that long. So this is what we're looking at right now. About 1,000 troops we're up against. Okay, 267 gold cloaks. That's no joke. That's no joke. Sandor Clegane is still with King Joffrey. I actually took out Gregor Clegane in between episodes, along with one other lord. But unfortunately, I had them held prisoner at Hornvale, and Hornvale got taken back, so they got freed. Yeah, a little disappointing. Alright, only 45 crossbowmen. That's really not too bad. 80 arbalesters. That's, okay, that's a bit more like what I was expecting. Ooh, Lannister archers. Lannister longbowmen. Okay, look, this isn't going to be easy. This isn't going to be easy. Never said it would be. But we got to wait for everyone to keep coming our way. Hello? Grey Worm. Buddy. What? I need to... we need a big army if we're going to stand a chance here. I need more than just Caladrivo. What is going on? Here we go. Nope, Grey Worm still not following me. Sir Jorah's here with his 35 troops. Wow. So many troops. Who is this? Come on. Come on. Cal Coulter, you have 413 troops. I need you here, buddy. Follow me? Okay. What? That's all I had to do is just tell you to follow me? Why didn't you follow me in the first place? Alright, now we just need Queen Daenerys. Honestly, we'll get Queen Daenerys. We probably have about enough troops to try to pull this off. Come on. Alright, Calzino, we'll just tell him to follow us as well. Okay. Alright, well, cool. I can just tell these guys to follow me. I guess we just had to do it in person, call them out on it. Little Dothraki. I mean, we might have enough now to make an attempt on it. Even without Queen Daenerys. I really feel like we want Queen Daenerys with us to just seal the deal here. Because right now we're still outnumbered a little bit. Not by a ton. Not by a ton. It's actually pretty close to even numbers. But the Westerlands have pretty good troops. Alright, come on. We're actually fighting this one. We're not gonna... there's no way we're getting enough troops to make them just leave and run. Is she just chilling in there? What is she doing? Alright. Here's what we're gonna do. Okay? So, from the port... Hopefully these guys follow us, right? Yes. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Here you go. Here you go. What are you doing? Hello? There you go. Okay. Is that two of them? That's two of them. Alright, let's go. Let's go now. You guys were telling me in the comments. First of all, yeah. Being a... was that person following us? I think they might have been. Hold up. Let's run back real quick. Who was that? Who was that I just saw running around there? That looked like a vassal. Where'd you go? Hey. The goddamn marshal. You're doing a good job so far, but I need you guys to continue to, you know, treat me like the marshal and actually follow me when I take us into battle. But we are an Iron Man. We're supposed to be good at this. Ooh, Grey Worm is nearly losing to just a caravan. That's embarrassing. You know what? Maybe we don't need you, Grey Worm. But we are an Iron Man. We're supposed to be good. We're supposed to be good at the sea battle thing. Obviously, not quite yet. Not against overwhelming odds of Sea Raiders like we saw last episode. But what we can do, why Queen Daenerys made us marshal, is because she knew that going headlong in against King's Landing probably wasn't going to be the best move. But a sneak attack by water, now that's not a bad idea. So let's see exactly how many troops we have right now. Like 670, make that 700, about 900. About 900 troops against their 1,000. Let's see what happens. Let's see what fucking happens, okay? We're gonna go with this loadout. I think that's the move. I mean, these battles are often weird, so I'm not sure what's gonna happen. We're just going in. What? This town cannot be attacked from the coast. Well, fuck me then, huh? Okay. Alright. Alright. God damn it. Well, you know what? Theon. Hey, you should be following me too. We'll attack it by land then, you know? Fuck it. Damn it, I thought I had the best play possible there. God, no wonder I haven't seen anybody else do this before. Did he say yes? I'll assume that Theon just said yes there. Alright, here we go. We should probably just go get Daenerys while we're at it at this point. But, fuck it. We're just gonna go in. We're just gonna go in. Alright. Everybody to King's Landing. To Calcotha, is he still with us? Better be. His ass better be. We should probably... Wait. He's not. No, there he is. Should probably just remind these guys that they should be following us. Because they do tend to forget after a couple days. So let's just remind Theon. I mean, we'll remind you again. Cool, cool. And then Calzino was the other one. Alright, cool, cool. Alright, dope. Dope, dope. What is Daenerys up to? Why isn't she helping us? That's kind of annoying. Wow, Grey Worm is actually about to lose to a caravan. Dude, that's fucking embarrassing. Holy shit, man. Get yourself together. Why am I not able to besiege this? Is 17 not enough troops? 17 might not be enough troops. So let's go here. We're just gonna take basically everybody out of the garrison now. Now that it doesn't fucking matter that if we can fit on a ship or not. That's so stupid. Why can't we attack? Isn't that what? That's what Stannis did. Obviously didn't turn out too well for him in the show, but you know, I feel like we should be able to attack that by water. By the way, Stannis has declared war on the Westerlands. He just did that in between episodes. Alright, besiege! Let's do this thing. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and do... start doing the sanitation, 4 hours. Loot and destroy crops and farms nearby. You have to have more than 80 men. Alright, build mantlets at least. 28 hours. That's going to suck. Wait for a little bit. I mean, should we just charge in? Maybe we should just charge in. Maybe that's the move. Because they'll punish us, but we only have like 30 dudes. Who fucking cares if our dudes get punished? Well, we're building the mantlets now, so I guess we're waiting. Who cares if our dudes get punished? Still hoping that Queen Daenerys comes around and joins us at some point, but probably not. Oh well, these mantlets will make it so that we won't get hurt too bad when we go in. Alright, it's time. 28 hours for the assault as well. Jesus. Alright. Oh. Oh, shit. Lack of food forces the desperate defenders of King's Landing to sally out in an attempt to break the siege. Did we get that from destroying the farms? Well, no, we didn't even... Did we? Maybe we did. Okay. Okay. Alright. How we looking here? What are the odds? 100 of us against 42 of the enemies. Ha ha! Get fucked. Get in there. Yeah, look at the cows go to work already. I don't know why I said that like cows. I said cow, right? You guys know what I mean. Holy cow, these gold clothes are tanky, boy. From the back. Hit it from the back. It's a little laggy. I wonder if it's just because this is a large map, the King's Landing map. God, these guys tank hard, dude. I thought I remembered the gold cloaks being trash. Maybe that was the Clash of Kings mod. Oof, just saw that archer get murdered in front of us. Alright, that's a good start. That's a damn good start right there to the siege. And look, the gates are open. In! Come on, men. Right inside, let's go. Boom, 41 renown for that. Yeah. Wait, what? What? King Joffrey, you're my prisoner? Oh my god. GG's. We just won. God, remember when people said this mod was hard? Oh, as if. As if. What are all these dudes? Who's good here? Knight, Free Rider. Take some of the Lannisters. Ooh, veteran gold cloaks. Yeah. I don't know who's good here. Standard bearers. Scouts have good armor. Infantry, sure. Did we win? What? Alright, just do standard looting, I guess? Alright, trash loot, whatever. I'm sorry, what? Did we starve them out that quickly? That was the battle for King's Landing? What is going on? Okay. Conquer the town, but forbid plundering, because we want King's Landing. We want that awarded to us. And we should get it, because we don't currently have a town either. This... What? Oh, man. People have been trying way too hard to get to the Iron Throne all these years, man. Let me tell you. Listen up. It really isn't that hard, okay? It really isn't that hard. All you gotta do is walk in with an army, take it, you know, only kill like maybe 1/10 of its defenders, and you're good to go. King Joffrey Baratheon is our prisoner! Holy shit! That's what I'm talking about, baby. Okay. Well, let's put him in there for right now. We should probably try to get a large-ass garrison for this as soon as possible, is what I'm thinking. Is there anybody in the inn? Anybody we can recruit in here? Crownlands Levy? What? He seems busy. Alright. What about you? The fuck? I own this town! Well, technically not yet. Soon! I will own this town. Demand respect from you peasants. Alright. Well, that was kind of anticlimactic. Accompany Queen Daenerys. Did she just, like, usurp my authority? It's entirely possible. Alright, you know what? Army, go home. Go home. Yeah, we're good. Fucking did exactly what we wanted to. We did exactly what we wanted to. Alright, well, I guess we're gonna just chill for a little bit now until we get King's Landing assigned to us, and then there's some fun things we can start to try to do, I suppose. But I'll be back in a sec. Alright, so, still waiting for King's Landing to get assigned to us, but I decided, in the meantime, probably would be a good idea to, start stocking the garrison, which we have been doing, thanks to these juicy robber night parties with large prisoner pools. Already got I think it's up to like 120 some in the garrison here when I saw this juicy party, and I figured this would be the perfect opportunity to talk about the last 2 episodes of Game of Thrones, because I haven't done that, and give my take and my opinion on them. So 82, only 18 of them are actual robber knights, and a lot of thieves, a lot of brigands. It'll be difficult, be a tough fight, but I think we can do it. Give you nothing but cold steel. Ambush defense. Motherfucker. Okay, alright, okay. That's how we're starting, huh? That's how we're starting, huh? That's actually really not good. This is a tiny battle map for us. Well, good news is we got Devona. Who cares if we get taken out when we can just heal? Right? Something like that. Alright, anyhow, so I'm going to be talking about the last 2 episodes of Game of Thrones, episodes 3 and 4. There's definitely going to be spoilers, so if you have not seen them, if you do not want to get it spoiled, now is your opportunity to mute the video. Tell you what, I will, once I'm done talking about it, once I'm done with the spoilers, I will pull up the character menu, like that. And that'll be the sign that you can unmute. Alright, so I'll give you guys a good, couple seconds here to mute the video. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Alright, boys. Let's talk. So, yeah, I haven't talked about either of the last 2 episodes. And they've been the biggest ones by far this season. So, start with episode 3, the battle for Winterfell. First thing I want to say is, this episode looked outstanding. The cinematography is second to none. I have never seen a TV show episode that looked as stunning as this one did. Alright? Seriously. It is outstanding. What? Okay, well, this is fun. I enjoy this. Who doesn't love getting gangbanged by all these fucks? Devona. Let's take a look at my injuries. Thank you. Cool. Alright. Back to this. Let's try it again then. 1v71. Anyhow. Okay. It was a... Shit, this is a... What? Enemies are nearby, excuse me? My horse is lame. What the fuck is this? What do you... There are no enemies nearby! This shit is broke. What's going on? This is some shit I would expect out of Prophecy of Endor. This This used to happen all the times in those sieges. I get pissed off. What is this shit? God, we definitely can't outrun these fucks now. You can't even outrun them when we're at an angle. Dude, what is this bullshit? You just finished me off already. What the fuck, dude? I mean, it doesn't matter. We can just heal up, but... God, that's dumb. Alright. Pissing me off, man. It wouldn't let us leave the battle. Alright, definitely remember to heal up. Thank you very much, Devon. Alright. Number 3 is the charm, right? Anyhow. So like I said, great looking episode. The plot to the episode, however, was troubling. So if you start at the beginning, alright? The beginning was good, actually. The beginning was very good. They did a great job of setting up the suspense. Shit was like... I mean, you were like, holy fuck, they're screwed. Like, we're dead. When the Dothraki charge in, oh, that was such a cool scene. The lights slowly go out. Now, there are a lot of complaints that that's such a dumb waste of your cavalry, and I agree, it absolutely is. And I mean, you charge straight in when you're supposed to use your cavalry to attack the flanks, hit and run maneuvers. They're not supposed to go straight into an enemy force that's, you know, 1,000, 10,000 ranks deep, however fucking many ranks deep it is. It's just not a good use of your cavalry. However, it's the Dothraki. The Dothraki don't normally use tactics like that. They are used to... They've won. They have never lost a battle on the open field. Right? So, and that's their normal tactic, is just charge in and win. So that bit is somewhat believable, right? The scene of their lights going out, that was sick. That's when you were like, oh, they're fucked. They're fucked. So that was pretty cool. Now, however, I don't know if I like how long it took before Jon and Daenerys ended up going in. Especially since the original plan was for them to not go in until they saw the Night King. Absolutely shitty tactics. Absolutely shitty tactics. Those dragons were invaluable for dealing with the large bulk of the forces of the undead. When that first wave hit, oh my... Because that's what it was. That wasn't a charge. That was a fucking wave. That was some World War Z shit. And when they hit the first line of the Unsullied, I was like, oh, it's over. Like, you don't come back from that. When the enemy rolls that deep... When there's so many of them running so fast that they form a literal wave of like 3 whites high, hitting you, just crashing on you like the ocean, you're done. You're done for. That was a beautiful depiction of what would have happened. That's exactly the tactics that they'd be used, is just overwhelm them. The old Russia tactics from World War, well, all of them. World War, all of them. That bit was great. So the first part, I had no problems with. I was fine. Until, you know, you started getting later on into the episode, and no one's dying. No one important, right? You know, Ed dies. Okay. I barely even remembered his name was Ed. Alright, the last Night's Watch brother. But everyone just has so much goddamn plot armor. Like Grey Worm, I thought for sure was dead. There are multiple points in the episode, especially towards the end, where you see, you know, main-ish characters that are in terrible situations. Sam is laying there on a pile of dead bodies with, like, whites stabbing him, swarmed. There's only, like, 3 other people there, and they're also getting swarmed. And you're just... And he lives? And he just lived. Like, that was fine. That's just... The reason Game of Thrones is as good as it is because it's a gritty, realistic series. It subverts a lot of fantasy tropes, like plot armor, which was in excess this episode. And that's the main problem that I had with it. The Night King? God, Look, I understand that they had to wrap up his plotline, right? There's only, you know, you're already halfway through the final season. There's only 3 more episodes. Now, admittedly, I think they should have just made this an 8 or 10 episode final season. But since they only had 6 episodes, I understand why he had to die. It does feel rushed. It feels very rushed. You have this guy you're building up for so long, and he just goes down like that. It's not even like the way that he died. I do think it's a little cheesy to have Arya leap something like 100+ feet in a single jump and kill him like that. I do think that's a little cheesy, but I wouldn't really have that big of a problem with it as long as the rest of the episode was realistic. As long as the other people fucking died, you know? But no one fucking died. It was just Jorah. It was just Jorah. And then, you know, obviously you have a few other lesser characters that went down. Thinking like, well, like I said, Ed. You had, what's his face? Sir Beric go down. I don't know, man. It's just disappointing. That was... The third episode is when I started realizing maybe all these people that have been talking about the show going downhill since they surpassed the books, maybe they're right. Maybe they're right. Because up until now, it had been like, yeah, you noticed the dialogue wasn't as good, wasn't as witty, didn't have as much to it. You know, the Tyrion insults weren't as snappy, weren't as creative, you know, that type of shit. But the plot had been great. Season 6, Season 7, holy shit, every episode was outstanding. Crazy shit was going down, but this was just, it was like, it's so predictable, it's so cliche. Why would it go down like this? Which really makes me wonder, is this how it happens in the books? Or did they, I guess, you know, have they gone on a completely different tangent from what, you know, George R.R. Martin's gonna do? So I don't know. That's my thought on that. A lot of people are complaining about the Azor Ahai prophecy, just, I guess, getting left completely by the wayside. That's something from the books. I think it's mentioned briefly in the series, but not really. That I don't mind as much, because that in itself, that there's a prophecy and there's a hero who's gonna take down the Night King because it was always destined to be him. That's, you know, whatever. Also, Bran is fucking goddamn useless, man. Bran is useless in this episode. I hope they do something with him in these last 2 episodes, which I think there's a good chance that they might, because the current Vegas betting odds has Bran as the most likely person to rule Westeros at the end of the series, after episode 4. So I'm guessing that means they know something that we do not. I don't know what that is. I thought maybe Bran was going to be the Night King. I saw a really cool theory where someone was like, how they should have done the episode is that Bran goes back in time to try to change history, kind of like what he did with Hodor, and try to stop the Night King from ever being created. And as a result of him meddling in time too much, which the old three-eyed raven told him that, you know, you can't do that or you'll get lost, you'll get stuck in the past. That happens and Bran becomes the Night King. That'd have been a cool ass twist. Thought something was gonna fucking happen with Bran, but all he does is fucking warg into some goddamn ravens. Said, sorry peeps, Endgame just came out, I'm watching that shit. I hope you guys have the best of luck. Theon, protect me, thank you, mate. It's, I don't know. That's all I'm gonna say for oh wait, okay, and then there's another thing. At the end of episode 3, it looks like everybody's dead. They've got about 25 motherfuckers left in that castle, alright? Out of all their troops, there's about 25 of them left, right? So how come at the start of episode 4, they're like, we've lost half of our army. No, motherfucker, you didn't lose half your army. You lost 99% of your army. There is nobody left. Where were those troops hiding? You got Brienne, Jaime, and Pod as like the only 3 left in the fucking courtyard. It's almost all of the Unsullied were wiped out in the beginning attack. It's just, I don't know. It's annoying. So then, alright, you got episode 4. You got Sansa, who can't keep her goddamn mouth shut. It actually might be a good thing, because Queen Daenerys is clearly off her fucking game. She's gone nuts. Like, I've said this before, she's her father. She is absolutely her father. She's insane. She would be a terrible ruler. She's going to die by the end of the show. There's no doubt about it. The Vegas oddmakers apparently agree with me, because she's like in 10th place to rule Westeros by the end of the show. They have no faith in her. So for for those of you who haven't seen it, it's Bran is in first with a basically a 50% chance of ruling Westeros. Jon and Sansa are tied at second with a 1 in 3 chance. And then after that, you have Gendry is a 1 in 6. I'm trying to remember some other ones. Tyrion and Daenerys are both tied at 1 to 9 odds of them ruling at the end of it. Tyrion would be interesting. I think not because he'd be a... I don't think they'd make him king. I think in the case of Tyrion, it'd be like if they made a council. Like if there's basically no royalty left. if Jon, Daenerys, like everybody fucking dies, and there's no one to even anoint as a ruler, they decide to go as like Varys joins him, and they put together like a council to rule Westeros. That's the only way I see Tyrion on the throne. Cersei's a 1 in 30, so you know she's fucked. Even though if it was realistic, she'd be like a 1 in 2 chance right now, because if you don't think Cersei's ahead right now, you're out of your goddamn mind. In terms of if this was a real battle, a real war that was going on. Especially after sniping another dragon. Seriously, the dragons are like irrelevant now. With Qyburn's Ballistae, they're irrelevant. Those things are so OP. I saw someone try to do the math on how fast those ballista have to fire in order to have traveled that distance as fast as they did and have like as little drop in trajectory. Now I think from what I saw, I think they scuffed the math. I don't think it's as bad as they said, but they calculated that those ballista bolts at the time of release, at the time of launch, are going Mach 6. 6 times the speed of sound. Fuck! We almost won it all. We're almost there. Mach 6? Something like they had the power output of, like 3 times the output of like a rocket thruster in each bolt. Like what should be happening is every time one of those ballistas fire, they just tear the ship apart. So I agree, those ballistas do seem mildly OP. Mildly OP. But they have them, and they have them all the way around King's Landing, aka your dragons are fucked, okay? Drogon's the only one that's left. By the way, I think Drogon's, we're gonna find out, is a chick. I think we're gonna find out Drogon's a chick, and that she is pregnant, or at least, if not currently pregnant, already had kids. Would be my guess. Because there was like a year in this, like what, season 4? I forget what season it was. But there's like a year in story where Drogon just fucking dipped. So what if Drogon's a chick and had kids during that year? That would mean that because otherwise dragons are dead, right? Like the dragons are extinct. There's only one of them. And if Drogon's a guy, then you're screwed, right? You're screwed. No amount of trying will ever bring back the species after that. Anyhow, that's another story. I don't know how I feel about Euron. A lot of people fucking hate Euron. I think Euron's living his best goddamn life right now. Dude's chilling, man. Although I did see a video recently on what book Euron is like, because in the books he's a completely different character and he's a fucking badass. Like badass, like part like magical pirate dark lord shit. I don't even know. That's the best way I can think of how to describe him from what I saw. He's like mystical. Meanwhile in the show he's just kind of like a playboy who has an army, which I don't mind. It's once again just the ballista are just too OP, man. They sniped that dragon, Rhaegal, from like a mile away. Like a mile away with like 3 consecutive shots. It'd be way more believable. Way more believable if like Rhaegal was close. If like Daenerys was being a dumbass and she was charging the ships, and then one of her dragons got shot down because they got within range of the ballista. But from like a mile away, them sniping that was kind of bullshit if you ask me. All right, we're done. So you know what? I think I can leave that as is for right now. Enough of the spoilers. I'll probably talk more in the next episode, because that'll be after, wow, episode 5. Who knows what'll happen, man. Who knows what'll happen. Alright, leave all the loot. Don't need that shit. Give me some reputation. Alright. I'm trying to signal to all the people that they can unmute the video now. Hello! Welcome back, guys. Done with the spoiler talk. But yeah, so anyways, looking forward to episode 5. It's going to be a big one. Your fame and popularity has attracted some free riders to your cause. Yes. Join me, free riders. We will take you. Alright. So that was a fun little battle there. Definitely worth it in terms of the number of troops we got, at least. And this episode was going to be really short if I didn't have it. Alright. So let's drop all these dudes off. These Brotherhood soldiers. Wow, they are trash. But that's fine. I don't need them to be good. I just need them to be able-bodied men manning our walls. Alright. More prisoners to put away in here. Alright, well, I'll tell you what. I'm going to go ahead and pause the recording for right now. We're going to wait until this gets assigned to us. And then we will take it from there. Okay, here we go, boys. After consulting with the peers of the realm, Queen Daenerys Targaryen has decided to confer King's Landing on you. You may decline the honor, but we ain't doing that shit. Accept the honor, baby. Oh my god. Lads. We now own King's Landing. We sit upon the Iron Throne. Oh, that feels good. That feels really good. So, I think this is probably going to be the best point to end off the episode. We didn't actually do much in-game, it feels like. Master of Coin, how you doing, lad? Tell you what, let me pay money into the treasury, actually. Whoops. Oh, shit. That should be enough. I just don't want to have a repeat of last episode, have us get taken out and lose, what, 70k we lost to those one guys? That's pretty rough. Also, ooh, we can train gold cloaks. Yes. Get to work. 5k for 15 of them. Alright. Seems slightly excessive, but I suppose. Alright. Yeah, I think we're going to wrap it up here. So, let me see. How many days into this are we? I think we're like 130 right now? No, maybe I think only in the 120s. So I have two options here, boys, and I'll let you guys talk to me in the comments and see which ones you want. Which option you want me to take. So, I can have another episode where now that we own King's Landing. Oh, wait, now that we own King's Landing, let me see something. Wait a sec. King Joffrey Baratheon, you have committed high treason. How plead you? Wait a sec. Oh, never mind. Never mind. Okay. I thought that now that we own King's Landing, we're able to send people to the wall. We might have to wait a little bit before we can do that. That might be what's going on. We will build a... Yeah, we will build a prison tower at least to make sure that he does not escape. Okay. So anyways, well, that kind of eliminates what I was going to do. I was thinking next episode, it could be us specifically seeking out a lord with a Valyrian steel blade, and then send him to the wall, which is effectively the same thing as executing them, where you get to keep all their gear, so in that case we would get the Valyrian steel weapon, but because you're sending them to the wall, you don't piss off everybody, literally everyone else in the world. However, we might have to wait a sec before we're able to do that. I don't know, maybe there's... I feel like I remember there being like a short period after you get King's Landing and then you get declared the king. Alright, you can fuck right. 200 silver stacks for King Joffrey. That's insulting. He's going right back into the prison. Alright? That's insulting. Maybe they fix that. Maybe you have to own your own faction in order for that to be the case. And since we're a lord and not the, the queen of House Targaryen, the game doesn't consider us a king now, so we can't do that. Alright, so in that case, what we're probably going to do is I'm going to do some grinding between episodes. Going to try to beef up our garrison here, make some money, and then essentially prepare for the Red Wedding. Prepare to try to save Robb. But until then, as always, leave some comments down below. Let me know what you're thinking about this series. I was going to say in all the other series we have going on right now, but we really don't. At some point, we're going to continue Prophecy of Pendor because we're getting close to the end of that. And at some point, I'm going to start our new series on Fantasy Calradia. But that might not be until, what, 2 weeks from now when Game of Thrones is done. We'll have to see. But hey, give me your predictions on what's going to happen this next episode. But until then, as always, take it easy, guys.